So then the fourth part of Smriti is Puranas, and there are 18 Puranas. There is Rajasic Purana, Tamasic Purana and Satvika Purana. Again there are so many categories. And the fifth is Itihasas. And two very important Itihasas. What are they? Ramayana and Mahabharata. Now those who have conversant with these things, you may get a question, what is the difference between Purana and Itihasa? Because even in Purana we see so many stories about God and his devotees. In Puranas there are stories, and in Itihasas also there are so many stories. What is the difference between these two? Yes, you are right, there are stories in both Puranas and Itihasas, but in Puranas there are stories. Purana, there are one concept they will explain, and so many stories about God and his devotees are explained. But in Itihasas, the story about only one lineage. There is only one Surya Vamsha and there is Raghu Vamsha. That is Ram's Ikshvaku dynasty and Krishna's Yadu dynasty. There is no other, there is no mix and combination of different stories in Itihasa. So Itihasa is very particular discussion about only one lineage, and Puranas you get to hear everything in one Purana. Every Purana contains so many different stories. That is the point. And then the sixth part of the Smriti is Shad Darshana. Darshan means to see, and there are 6 ways of darshan, 6 kinds of philosophy which actually explains us to know God. It's very interesting, very logical presentation made in this Shad Darshanas. And for your information, few examples are like Vedanta. So what is Vedanta? Veda Anta, the end of all the Vedas, that is Vedanta. That is there in Shad Darshanas. And there is Mimamsa, philosophical presentation, and even Yoga Shastra comes under this Shad Darshanas. So what is the purpose of yoga? So people think nowadays yoga is becoming very famous, it is wonderful, but unfortunately people think yoga means doing only some exercise, pranayama, anuloma, all those things, but that is not yoga. That is one part of yoga. So yoga begins with yama, niyama, meaning rules and regulations. As human beings we have to follow certain rules and regulations, and that is the beginning of yoga. Yama, niyama, pranayama, then the third is pranayama, then the fourth is asanas, and fifth is dharana, and the sixth is samadhi. So yoga comes from the root word called yuj dhatu. So meaning yoga means nothing but it is connecting, connection. So yoga means bhakti yoga, karma yoga, dhyana yoga. You take any yogas, it means that we want to connect it to God. So this is a link. This link is actually yoga. And whatever form of yoga you are practicing, we need to understand the ultimate purpose of any yoga is to connect to God. So thank you very much. We will continue in our next session.